So, Mission Impossible Fallout. Let me start by saying Henry Cavill. Every time I think of Henry Cavill, I think of either Superman or Man from U.N.C.L.E. and I think of this giant British sweetheart. And then now what's gonna happen is I'm also gonna think of this movie and I'm gonna be like, the sweetheart may not be so sweet because he is so good at playing a freaking jerk. And this is not a spoiler because you can see that he's playing kind of a jerk in the trailer. But he's villain material is all I have to say because he can do jerk really well. I think he's found his calling, and instead of trying to be the next James Bond, he should probably just be like, hey, can I just be the next Bond villain? I'm clearly good at it. And then he'll get to use his accent, which he did not get to do in this movie because he played an American, which is always kind of sad when, you know, British actors don't get to use their accents because, you know, they sound like 10 times better. Anyway, I digress. Reasons to watch Mission Impossible Fallout. The action, per usual, is incredible. All of Tom Cruise's stunts were insane. There were stunts going up until like the very end of the movie. I think the last 5 minutes of the movie is like the only piece without like a ridiculous stunt. I think Tom Cruise also for the entire movie maybe like sat still for like 10 maybe 15 minutes of the entire movie. He was like on the go the entire time, and by sat still I mean like he was maybe in a car, and by in a car he was still doing stunts. So I mean, the man is incredible. We all know this. Like, you can hate on him for all the Scientology shit, but hello, he makes incredible movies. And he's managed, I think, I'm a fan of like the Mission Impossible series to begin with, and he's managed to like evolve Ethan Hunt from like this like super polished but like preppy rebellious guy in like Mission Impossible 1 to like this like wise older Ethan Hunt that exists now, and has seen a lot more and has done a lot more, and it's just like not as, you know, not as much of like a pretentious punk as he was in the first one, but you still loved him and you still love him just as much. I mean, I do, whatever. But there is no reason to not watch this movie. There are a couple of flaws, of course, like they said Kashmir instead of Kashmir, but you know, white people, it happens. But there's no reason to not go watch this movie. This movie is like insanely good. Like all the action sequences you want to see. It's funny, of course, because you've always got Ethan Hunt like doing his thing where he's like, I'll figure it out. And then he gets into like his helicopter or whatever and he's like, shit, I don't know how to like fly a helicopter, but you know, I'll figure it out. That's half the fun, right? And then you've got like Simon Pegg in the back like, what do you mean you'll figure it out? It's like, it's action-packed, it's funny, and like, yeah, it interjects a little bit of drama, and it, like, I can't give it away, but it kind of does make you think a little, but it's a popcorn movie. Don't try to overthink it. Just go watch it. Go have fun while you watch it, which is like the purpose of the movie. And yeah, watch Tom Cruise do his thing and watch Henry Cavill be a bad boy. I mean, who doesn't love that?